What up, world? It's your boy D, back with another episode, back with another video. You already know. So today we're gonna come with time management. How to manage your time. This is not gonna be a quick one, but it's gonna be powerful. It's definitely gonna be effective, and it's definitely gonna be informative. What we got to understand is how to manage our time, especially being an entrepreneur, being self-employed, being a business owner, a freelancer, whatever it may be, even a student. We have to understand how to manage our time a little bit more effective and more efficient so we can get what we want out of life. And the thing about managing your time is understanding scheduling. It's understanding what time best fits you to do the things that you need to do. Are you a morning person where you're able to work out or you're able to read or study? Or is it at nighttime or is it the middle of the day? What times are best for you? You have to reflect on the things that has worked for you so you can understand what can work for you in the future, especially if you're trying to run your own business or you're trying to create a life that you want. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break it down from the book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. How he breaks it down in 4 quadrants of understanding how to manage your time and how we fall in one of 4 of the categories. And a lot of us fall in number 3 and number 4, and we're gonna get to that. But what we need to understand is how to create the most out of number 2 is the most important category. So we have category number 1, which is urgent but important. Now, urgent and important, these are crises, pressing matters, deadline projects. These are things that we feel like we got to rush to do or we got to get it done in a quick manner. These things take up a lot of our time, but what we need to realize is how to not run around with crises, but how to schedule our life and how to prevent our life being a crisis and putting out fires, but more about how I can get what I need done in a timely manner so I can look back and see, okay, what do I need to do differently, or what can I do differently to make sure that I get the most out of my time. We have number 2, which I was saying is the most important one. This is not urgent, but important. Now these things they're not urgent, they're not pressing matters, they're not things that we push to do or that we're excited to do, but they're things that we need to do to get where we need to be. These are things like focusing on prevention, focusing on things that we don't have to rush to do. It's planning out these things so we can make sure that, okay, I got this done so I can get this, and this done to make sure, okay, I have open space to do this, and this. For example, I might need to go to my daughter's graduation or award show, and I need to cook dinner, and I need to market my business also, and I want to spend time with my wife. So I got to figure out what time is best fits for what time and what things I can put in order and schedule it so I can make sure that I get everything I want done in a timely manner within that day. We have to understand that also number 3, which is urgent but not important. Now, a lot of people fall in this category. These are things like we like answering people phone calls and notifications, being on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat. It's about answering meetings or going to meetings that might not be important as that's getting you where you want to be, but it's something that's important for somebody else. We have to realize or understand that we can say no. We have to say no sometimes. We don't always have to say yes to other people's things. We have to be able to say yes to our own things, because if we're not saying yes to our own plans and action and schedule, then it's just going to be pushed aside with other people's plans and action and what they want to do. And that's what we got to understand. There's a quote that says, if you don't focus on what you need to focus on in life, you're going to be working and focused on somebody else's plan in life. So you got to focus on your own plan in life so you can make sure you're getting what you want out of life. And we have number 4, which a lot of us fall up under, is not urgent and not important. These are the distractions of everyday life. Like I was saying, these are the notification. These are people calling our phone just to want to chit chat. This is hanging out. This is watching TV for hours. Those hours that we can watch TV and watch a football game for 3 to 4 hours, we could be planning our life around that. That's 3 hours of our life that we spending on somebody else that got to where they want to be, but we haven't gotten to where we want to be. We have to understand how to schedule our life to in a more effective and efficient way. And what does that take? That takes understanding, okay, what times is best works for me. That's sitting down, planning it out. It's putting out a blueprint. It's organizing our life to make sure that we're doing what we need to do and what we have to do to get to where we want to be. And like I said, we have to understand that number 2 is the most important quadrant that we have to focus on. This is building relationships. This is recognizing opportunity. This is understanding that I have to sit at the table and I have to focus on what I need to focus on. If that takes taking my phone and putting it out of the room or putting it on airplane mode, if it means going to the library in a quiet spot and not being distracted by the things that's around in my environment. It's about understanding that when you're working a job, the job schedule your time for you. Now you have to build a system to be able to schedule your own time. The job tells you, okay, this time you take break. This time you take lunch. This time is what time you come in, what time you wake up in the morning. This time is what time you get off. You have to be able to do those things for yourself when you're running a business or you're freelancing, or maybe you're an entrepreneur or a business owner or whatever it may be, self-employed. What you got to realize is now I got to set the time that is best for me. What time is best for me to get up? Early in the morning? Because we don't want to sleep all day and the day go by and we haven't got nothing done. Now we're rushing. We're in quadrant 1, urgent and important. Now we're rushing to do the things that we need to do. However, they haven't got done, and now we're making mistakes along the way. When we schedule and plan our life and we plan our day, but now I'm planning my weeks. Instead of planning my day, I realize that planning my week is more effective for me. Why? Because when I plan my week, I can organize certain things along the week that I might need to do. When I'm planning my day, I'm rushing through the day trying to hit each goal. However, when I don't hit them, I feel a certain way. I feel like I haven't accomplished the thing that I want to accomplish. So when I break it down in a week's time, I get to put certain things that I need done, and it seems like I have more time to be able to do those things so I can hit those goals, and I'm not feeling tensed up and I'm not anxious about it. So we have to understand, how can our life be set or be organized so we can get the most out of it? How can we reach the goals that we need to reach? Because we have to get to the point of staying focused. We have to get to the point of not being distracted by the things on the outside, because to live like no other, we have to live like no other. If you think about any celebrity that has gotten to where they need to be, or actress or whoever, a business owner, anybody that's successful, they had to move away from the crowd of what everybody else was doing. They had to sit alone. They had to be by themselves at the point in time so they can get focused on what they need to do and what was important to them, and create that life and create that schedule so they can make sure that they get A, B, and C done so they can enjoy X, Y, and Z. Because like I tell my kids all the time, you have to do what you need to do so you can do what you want to do. A lot of times what we do in life is we do what we want to do, and then we do what we need to do, and then we wonder why our life is the way it is and why it's in so much chaos, because we didn't organize it and to prioritize it and what was most important. We were so busy enjoying life and not understanding that the things that we could have did at that point in time, we could have got that out of the way, and then we could have enjoyed the things that we wanted to do. We have to understand that time management is about creating the best time and the most effective time for you, not everyone else. Not prioritizing yourself around everybody else, but letting people prioritize themselves around you and your times, and you fitting them within your schedule. It's about what time is best to take lunch, what time is best to take a break, what time is best to get off. It's focusing and putting your attention on what you need to put your attention on so you can hit your goals and plans. That is about time management. I'm going to sign off with that. You already know. It's your boy Cass. Constantly achieving successful habits every day. You heard? Yes, sir.